Shalom and a very warm welcome to each of you. I'm really honored and privileged to have you listen in to this brief update about our ministry that we call Biblical Israel Ministries and Tours. We're all about teaching the Bible in the context of the land of Israel. In fact, this is where many of us hope to be once again as Israel tourism opens up, but more about that in just a moment. So this brief update of a few moments, I just wanted to say three things, essentially. Number one, we just produced a teaching video called The Life of Jesus and His Redemptive Purpose. You'll find this on our YouTube channel. In fact, we'll provide a link for you. We hope that you go and watch this, and I hope, of course, it'll be beneficial and encouraging to you as we walk from the Galilee and retrace the footsteps of Jesus, of course, all the way to Jerusalem where He gave His life for you and me. But we also hope that you share this video because it's our hope and prayer here at BIMT that God uses this teaching to help people discover Jesus for the first time. Second update relates to Israel travel. Now, once again, our topography map that we use all the time in our teaching, we hope that Israel opens up their doors for travel to this land of the Bible. Now, we're not sure yet. I know from February or early March of 2020, our own tours through Biblical Israel Ministries and Tours, we've had 11 now postponed. And that means a lot of people rescheduling on trips just because Israel's not open at all. But we are hopeful that sometime this summer, Israel will again open up for us. Now, we have 2 trips in June planned, and then a later July into August trip planned. And again, we're going to be waiting to hear from the Ministry of Tourism and, of course, the Israeli government as to when they allow us from the U.S. to return there as group travel. So we're sort of in a holding pattern there, but we're, I guess, optimistic about Israel opening up this summer sometime, but certainly in the fall as well. So if you're interested in any of our trips, besides the 2 in June, or the one in July, which we're not certain about yet. We have trips to Greece and Turkey in September, Israel and Jordan in October, and then Israel in Greece in November, and all Israel in December. Now, these excursions or options to other biblical countries like Jordan or Greece or even Egypt next year, that's, again, an optional experience for you in addition to the Israel tour. And then in 2022, we have trips to Israel in January, February, March, May, June, and then Greece and Turkey in September, and Israel in October and November. And all of these trips either are unique in one way, either they're all Israel trips, or they're combined with some options to either Egypt in February, Jordan in March, or even Greece as well. I think the May trip has a Greece option. So take a look at our website, and you'll find a trip schedule there. In fact, we're even scheduling into 2023 January trip there, the typical 14-day all-Israel trip that includes about 60 sites. So again, we are hopeful, and I'm anxious to get back to the land, and if you are too, we would be delighted for you to check us out as a ministry. I lead all these trips myself, and with the great help of Imagine Tours and Travel and our agent, of course, in Israel, we put together a solid, highly biblical program that I think will be transformative for you. And so finally, I want to share an update with you about what we're calling the Institute of Biblical Israel. Now, in partnership with BIMT, I've developed this school, this online course called Physical Settings of the Bible. This is the first course of what I hope to be a number of different courses, all related to helping you as the Bible student learn the Bible in the context of the land of Israel. This will be launched in just a week or two, so stay tuned for further details of how you can be a part of this first course. Incidentally, the first course will be 14 sessions, and it will include about 7.5 hours of teaching. So again, thanks so much for tuning in to this update from our ministry. And on behalf of Biblical Israel Ministries and Tours, have a great day. Shalom.